am excited to show some holiday looks today. Welcome to René Paris. I am Danny. Hope everyone is doing well. If you would like, I'm going to be using just basic bobby pins, little rubber bands. Oops, these are so small you can't see them. These little rubber bands. I'm going to be using a few clips like these. If you want to grab a few things, a scrunchie, like a fabric covered scrunchie. If you have a long wig and you want to have fun with an updo, just take, if you have anything available, you want to join me while I do this, that would be awesome. So again, today we're looking at very everyday wearable holiday looks. And this is just something that I honestly have to kind of control on a daily basis, which is funny because every day is a holiday to me. I kind of have to tone it down, if you know, but I think as artists, that's how we all look. I mean, we don't wait for the holiday, we create the holiday. Is that not right? So I want to thank you again for joining us today at René Paris, and I am going to start off with just sharing, during the holidays, I know a lot of times people ask me, what is the most, like your favorite cut during the winter? And this has to be one of my favorite pieces in the wintertime, only because we do a lot of rubbing. Like we're wearing collars, we're wearing fur, we're wearing higher sweaters that are a little bit bulkier. They're a little bit more bulk in through this area. And I love wearing longer pieces. As you know, I usually wear everything up. And the reason I'm wearing this particular hat is because I'm going to go from day to night. This would be my night look. I am wearing Envious in Molten Amber. This is, again, this is one of my favorite cuts because it falls right above the shoulder. You eliminate all that friction frizz. And this is also a high heat style. So I know we talk about those. We've talked about those, and if you want to go back a few Instagrams, you can look at the high heat styles that we carry. We carry a lot of different styles. So this particular piece has a really nice wave, but if I wanted to straighten it out, I could. This is usually, I try to wear something fun during the day, like what we would call an office look. This is just a little pin that we made with a few stones here, which gives it just a really classic, not over the top holiday look. And then this is just a little clip that we made. So before I share the clips, the accessories, most of these we made in the salon. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you want to see how we made them, I'll be sharing that towards the end of the week at Texas Wig Fairy. Really, really simple. But the reason I wanted to share this first is because during the day, I don't like anything hanging in my face. And sometimes we join people after work or whatever the case may be as we're getting back out. And I do want to wear something. It's been really windy here. I don't want my hair whipped, and I don't want to worry about... Another concern is a lot of people worry about when you take a hat off, is your wig going to come off? And so, as you can see, my wig isn't pinned. This isn't pinned. And this little piece I made out of just the little, these are just those glue type. I just cut a feather looking out of the stones and I just stick it here. So I'm eliminating weight, first of all. And then if I need to take this off, because I'm going to show you something else in just a few minutes with this. But what I really like about this is that when you take it off, it's still fun and festive. But when I get from place to place, my hair's not getting whipped. And then if I do have that concern about, I'm new to wigs and I feel safer if I'm wearing something layered, then this is where your hat of your choice would come in. Okay, so on this, I wanted to show you really quickly. These are just claw clips that we made again. Wanted to show you how I did this little bun. Again, this is Envious. And I just took a little section here. And I just take a little section right here. Again, this is just the bang area. I'm using a little scrunchie. This has a little bit of, it's not really smooth. It has a little bit of volume to it, if you will. And I always try to find scrunchies that have a little bit of volume like that, because I'm gonna use that to my advantage, where I don't really want to tease the hair, but I do want like a little bit of a foundation underneath. Then I just spread the hair like this, and I take it and I just wrap it, and then I just take a clip. Again, this is just another and it's nice. It's my little nieces call it unicorn hair. I'm good with that. And then people tease me when they're like, I thought you said you're like past your 50s. I said, I am. My body's past 50. My hair isn't. My hair is really young all the time. Okay, so that's just one look. Again, this is Envious and Molten Amber. Again, this is one of my favorite pieces to wear in the wintertime because it doesn't rub on my shoulders, on my collars. Again, if you're a little bit smaller head size than I am, this is gonna fall a little bit longer, but this is heat friendly, high heat synthetic, so you can curl this up a little bit, you can straighten it. One of my favorite winter holiday looks. Okay, next I'm going to show you a halo. Halo is one of my favorite okay, this is a halo, and this is another look that I always encourage people you know, to use during, especially if you don't like the layering of a hat with the full wig, you feel like it has a little bit more bulk. This is a halo. If you need like a in-depth description on those, we do have tutorials on our halos if you'll go to YouTube or look at other Instagrams from the past. So this fits exactly like, I mean, this is very, very contoured. It fits really, really well. There's adjustments. You can put a bang, or you don't have to wear the bang, but this is just detachable with Velcro. What I like about this is if I want to carry this in my handbag, because I just do that, then this is nice because I can just carry it with me if I decide, you know, a lot of times we may get to a place and it may be windy, weather changes. I might just decide that I want something a little bit less high maintenance, if you will. So I usually wear something, I keep one in my bag. Whoops, sorry, I didn't cut that off. And I just love it because halos are wonderful pieces that you can literally just fold in your bag and keep them with you. And this is a piece that if you, you know, maybe in a place where you don't want to wear a full wig, this is a beautiful accessory. I like to call all of these accessories. But if you'll go to reneeparis.com, you can see the different styles that are available in halos and the different colors. Now I'm going to show you, this is from our Christine Headwear line from the Boho Spirit line. This is a beautiful piece of headwear. Let me show you what the package looks like. I know if you want to see a full description of all our pieces, make sure you go to reneeparis.com to look at all the Christine Headwear. This is not your everyday headwear. This is amazing. I'm going to be showing you this piece here. You know, you may be in a place where, and always remember, we're beautiful with and without hair. This is a piece that I really like. This is just beautiful. I do wear headwear at home. I don't usually wear a full piece at home. But what I like about this is it's just so fashionable. I love it. And then you could just take something and add to it. If you wanted just a little bit of bling, you could just bobby pin this in. This is so lightweight. Again, I made all my hair accessories. Except the clips. I just wanted you to see the different options that are available. And always remember, on some of these pieces, they're detachable. So this one detaches. If you just wanted to wear the velour piece without this piece, or if you wanted to wear this piece with a long Angelica and make like a headband wig. If you look back a couple weeks, I did that with an Angelica and another piece of headwear from Christine Headwear. But this piece is this is really, really nice. And if you need, again, I just detached it. It has two little buttons right here, and right here. You could always take this and you could just add a little bit of shimmer. This is just a blingy type headband. You could just add something like this if you just wanted something a little more simple, not too over the top, but you want just a little bit of bling when you're at home. This is a nice alternative. Again, that was Christine Headwear. You know, you could just add a little bit of a headband. You could push this up. You could also wear this with the halo. You could wear the halo underneath. And that's a very fashionable look right now as well. So again, this was from the Boho Spirit line, Christine Headwear. Oh, this is, you could add, I could just go on and on with those pieces of headwear, but I better get on to it before I don't have enough time to show you all my looks. Okay, so I wanted to show you, this is probably one of the pieces I have most requests for. How did I do? My nieces call it the little unicorn hairdo, but I wear it, it's just a fun little knot. So what I do is I section this, kind of just see, again, if it was after 5, and I would definitely wear this down. This is Taylor, one of my favorite pieces. However, at work, it's just not practical for me to have this hanging in my face. So what I do is I just section this off. And I take this piece right here and I twist it. And I have to keep twisting. You can use a little bit of holding spray. I don't really like to use a whole lot of product. And then I take this and I flip it. I know that's, again, none of these knots ever come out the same. It's going to be a different knot every time I do this. But again, I just want to show you. I'm just taking this and making a knot. Just taking bobby pins. And you can't really see that, but I'm actually grabbing with my bobby pin a little bit of the fabric underneath here. So at the same time, I'm securing my wig. I know most of the time I don't secure it. because I'm known for taking it off in public if someone wants to try it on, which is something that I really feel like it took me a while to get there, trust me. But okay, so I just take this and I tease it a little bit. And what I like about this is I just take a couple fun, I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if you can. These are just rhinestones. And I put them on the side here. And the reason I choose these little clips that kind of look like claws, they're easier to take in and out of the hair. So that has to be my most favorite holiday look. But realistically, I wear this pretty much on a daily basis in different colors. Tailor's one of my favorite pieces. This is available in lavender. Lavender is the one that most people see on my Instagram. And great piece. It comes in so many beautiful colors. But again, this is just a really easy top knot. And if you need to see those again, you can go to my personal Instagram at Texas Wig Fairy. Isn't that fun? Like, who would want to wear that on a daily basis? Okay, let me see. Okay, so again, we're looking at holiday looks. Now I'm going to do an updo. So if you want to grab a long style, if you have one, you can join me. I'm going to be using Alexandra in Plumberry LR. I'm going to show you how I do this. I have to tilt my head, so I wish I could do that on the mannequin, but it's just easier to show you. I have my liner. That's it. I'm not going to pin this on. I want to show you, it's not pre-done or anything. This has a heavier bang, it's like a cupped bang, which I really love whenever it's in an updo. So I'm going to tilt my head. And I'm just grabbing. I honestly never pin this. I don't use any kind of pins. Let me turn around. Just going to pull this down. And the reason I like to do it on my head is because if you put it on the mannequin and do the ponytail, then put it on, it shifts. It just doesn't fit the same as if you're doing it on your head. So I'm just taking this loosely. I don't want anything real. This is just supposed to look like a messy bun. I don't want it real fixed. I don't want it to look like I put a lot of effort into it. Again, this is from the Alexander Collection. This is Alexandra in Plumberry LR. This is one of my favorite colors, one of my favorite pieces. I love the bang on this. Okay, then we're going to be taking one of these scrunchies, and the reason I like them with fabric is the hair doesn't stick to the hair. So it's very important here. You know, I think the trickiest part for most people is where to place the hair. You know what? Let me just show you from the side where I'm placing this. This is really high up here. This is not back here. If you do it too far back, it's going to be a little bit heavier when you put it up. So if you put it too far back, it's going to start sliding. The bun kind of shifts downward, if you will. It kind of just slides. So I do it super high up here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And on the third, I'm not going to pull the ponytail all the way through. I'm going to just do, okay, let me show you here what I'm going to do from here. Here, I'm just going to separate the hair, kind of fan it out. And then I just take various little pieces here and there. And pull them out like that again. I don't want this to look fixed. I always just use my fingers. Then in the back here, you just want to take, if I was just going to wear the bun by itself, I would take something like this. Again, this is just, and it is a little bit larger. You don't have to do it this large. However, there's a purpose for this in the fact that when you grab hair in the back, you're also pushing the bun forward like that so that it's a really high bun. But isn't that adorable? Okay, so this is where you have a little bit of fun with accessories. You can use a couple pins, and again, you know, all my pins are pretty blingy, but they're fun. The reason I like to use really fun accessories is because I always want people to remember, especially those that are considering wearing a wig for the very first time. You can have so much fun on a regular basis with your alternative hair. It just makes me feel more comfortable about wearing wigs as well, especially when I first started, because there's nothing really that we can't achieve style-wise with the wig that, you know, most people do with their hair. So this is a little bow, and I just made these. I just put these on little bobby pins, and the reason I like these is because you kind of hide the bobby pin. And then you've got like little bows hanging from your look here. You can have as much fun with these little, whoops, I think, you know, you could just decorate this all the way across. You could just put little bows. And again, we're just looking at holiday looks. For everyday wear, of course, I wouldn't be wearing the bows, but just to have fun. This is just such a fun look. And the other, I just had to show you this because this would be how I would wear it if I was gonna meet. Let's do this way. Isn't that adorable? Again, we are doing simple everyday holiday looks. And on the hair accessories, again, I made these. So these were just really quick little pieces that we made. Again, I hope you, that made the updo a little bit easier. I know I always have people wanting to see exactly how I do the high bun, but I kid you not, this is not pinned. It's not going to go anywhere. I never pin my updos. I really don't. That's just one thing. But just remember, you kind of just have to practice where you want the heaviest part, because being that you're pulling all the weight up here, it's going to be a little bit heavier. That's why I suggest for you to do it on your head so that you know exactly what feels comfortable to you. And again, you could just take these same little pins that I used a while ago. I mean, to be honest with you, when I go out and I know that you have to remember, as a wig wearer and as a wig designer, you're expected to kind of wow whenever you go to a party. So to be honest, I've done this look with lights, battery operated lights in between. We just have a lot of fun with our pieces. But again, I know that we're talking about the holidays, but these are looks that we're going to wear all the time, because as hairstylists, that's what we're known for. Okay, so thank you for joining us. Again, we are René Paris, and we are looking at holiday looks. Again, if you don't have this and you like wearing updos, again, this is probably one of the nicest pieces to put up. And you could definitely, you can piece this out, but I know we don't like to modify anything when we're showing it. But again, this is Alexandra from the Alexander Couture Collection. Love this piece. And it's not heavy. That's what I really love about this piece. Okay, so next we are going to do, this is another look that I always have questions about. This is Alva. Sorry, guys. Trying to find my little, here it is. Okay, so I've shown this before. This is just a little, you can order these and you can also just find these in, you know, big box stores. I don't know what you call, I don't know what you call them. They're where all the hair accessories are. But this is one of my favorite little pieces. Again, if I just want to keep my, if I want it to look like I don't have bangs, I'm just going to pull this back. And what I do is I'm just taking little sections. This is when I want something fun, festive, but I really don't want to be putting stones or anything because, you know, sometimes that's a little too much for some people, and I get it. You can also do this look with meadow. Oh my gosh, you can do it with so many different, but I love this color, and I always just kind of pull my baby hair here. And again, if you don't have baby hair, that's okay. You could just take a little bit of this and kind of pull forward like that so that it's, you don't see the foundation. But you don't necessarily have to have lace front in order to make this look natural. I mean, you can see we're right here, and this is, I'm just pulling a little bit of this down like that. Okay, I'm taking another little section here and I'm twisting it. And then you open the little comb and you just pull the hair through like that. And then I tease it, like I do all the way across like that. And then I tease the hair. And it's just a really fun look. That's, you know, definitely it looks like you took time to do your hair, style it a little bit different. But again, it's a very wearable, everyday look. And this is also one of my favorite pieces, available in many, many colors. Very, very comfortable to layer with the hat or some headwear. Then you just open this. Whoops. And if you wanted to, over this, I'm not going to do too detailed, but you kind of have the idea of pulling. If you wanted to put some kind of stone over this, you could, but you still have the look here where you did the twists without rubber bands. So that's another look that I really, really like. Again, this is Alva, available in many, many different colors. And this piece you can use on a lot of our different looks, a lot of our different fabulous wigs. Okay, so I also wanted to show you the one wig that I usually always put up is Angelica. I think you know that. And for the holidays, being that I'm always wearing a really fun color, it's hard for me to decide what color I'm going to wear. Because I mean, I wear sea glass, melted plum. You've seen the really beautiful, is it peach sorbet? Gosh, we just did that color. So many beautiful colors, but this year it's going to be this color. Okay, so does anyone know the color of this style? This is Angelica. Okay. And I am going to put this in a high bun. Yes, very good. Whipped berry. This is just such a fun look, and I just thought, you know what, this will be perfect for the holidays. So again, I'm just taking this in a really messy bun. Again, not pinned. I don't want it to look like I put a lot of effort into it. I want it to be fun, loose, messy bun with all that berry whip poking through. Isn't that wonderful? I like to leave it a little bit down here. You know, and it takes a little bit of work just to decide where the bun is going to fit the best, or where it's going to be to my liking, if you will. Back here, I always pull this down. Again, it's not pinned, and I do that before I put the bun, the holder in, because I want to make sure that when I pull down, it's not going to shift. Let me take this ring off. Okay. Again, the hardest part for me to decide is how high I want the bun. I'm going to get my little scrunchie. And I always try to find something that okay, so I don't have a berry colored one, but if I did, I would use that. So I'm just going to use a dark one. Again, on the very last, I'm not going to pull all the way through. I'm going to leave it messy and not pull all the way through. Then I take these pieces, my little ear tabs, and I kind of just make sure that we're good here. And then I pull this, pull some of this out. I pull this all the way around like this. Pull some to cover the, I used to have a friend that would really panic. You know, she would always try to cover this, and I go, you don't necessarily want to cover that, because if you had long hair, really long full hair like that, you'd have to have something, a scrunchie or something holding it up like that. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to use a little clip to clip it in place, and instead of using the comb back here, I'm pulling it forward just a bit, and that's going to keep it from shifting, because I'm grabbing hair here and I'm grabbing it and pinning it to the front base here, so that I make sure that it's not going to, and then I just take pieces, and it's like I went out with the messy bun, the wind got a little bit and kind of blew, and it just looks fun and messy, if you will. And then you want to just pull this a little bit. Make sure that you don't see any of the tracks in the back. And then we're going to just take these. What I usually do is I take a little piece like this. Again, this is supposed to be a holiday look, so you can just pin this in with bobby pins, or you could take something like this. It's already pre-done. See if we can turn this down a little bit. Look at that color. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have fun with your holiday looks. You could twist some of the, if you wanted to see more of the berry underneath, you could just pin it back like that. You can have so much fun with your different looks. Just have fun with it, you know. And as you're getting out for the holidays or for any day, honestly, this is just glam and go accessories. You know, I always try to tell my wig wearers, don't call them wigs, call them crowns or accessories. We're beautiful with and without hair. I hope you enjoyed today's live. Have fun with your pieces. And if you'd like to see any of these pieces and all the different colors they come in, make sure you go to reneeparis.com and make sure that you join us, follow, subscribe so that you can see all the other looks and all the other tutorials by Alexander and Abby, my social family, if you will. Yes, these are my crowns. Thank you. I love that too. You have to call them crowns because this is what we're going to wear on a daily basis. And you have to hold your head up so I can see your crown. How's that? Well, I hope you had fun holidays. And thank you again for joining us at René Paris. Bye now.